Hello and good evening. Welcome to Inky Tales with your host, Inkacephalon, the last remaining squid man on Earth. I've just moved south and a bit deeper down to my second home as I'm in isolation from this nasty Arido that's going around at the moment. Travelled in the night to avoid the muscle mafia pulling me and my giant seahorse over for violating their stupid draconian rules. I mean, it only affects squidmen, and I'm the only one left, so, you know, what the hell, right? Anyways, I thought this would be the most ideal time for a bit of light reading, and thought I'd share with you this fascinating story. So come a bit closer. 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 Whoa, too close actually. You're better off back where you were. Sit back and shut up as I tell you all about the legend of the Dubbling. It was in the pre-Susanic age when the Dubbling arose from his antenatal slumber. It pushed itself into being and drew its first breath of primordial air. Cold and confused in this strange and dangerous world, he sought safety and solitude within the confines of a dark cave. Away from the light, gathered its strength as well as its thoughts. Years in the darkness, hallucinations began to form, faint at first. Colours and geometric forms began to coalesce into clear visions. Visions of green humanoid beings that began to torment his developing mind. Frightened at first, it tried to rid itself of its mental anguish and anxieties before it was pushed truly past the edge of insanity. Many distractions kept them at bay for at least a little while, finding solace and comfort in creating, making what he saw tangible in art and poetry. Then the voices came. "Set your heights low," the ethereal voice said. "Seek outside of your comfort zone," it persisted. Wise, the Dubbling thought, but these words were not his own. It questioned to whom they truly belonged. After many more years, it finally began to listen to the voices and take the advice, no longer afraid. The Dubbling peered cautiously out of the cave, not knowing anything about the outside world except for what the visions had let him see. Shocked at what it saw, there were others. Not like itself, of course, but similarly strange creatures, creatures of many colours and creatures of many sizes. Creatures with hair all over their bodies. One creature it thought so beautiful and pure as to have supernatural powers. The Dubbling gazed upon its majesty in awe. Nothing in this world mattered in this moment, and its mind was finally silenced for the first time in its life. It knew nothing other than to follow this being. Even if it took it to the far reaches of the planet, it must befriend this form of absolute splendour. The entity turned to look at the Dubbling to catch its eyes affixed to one's own. The Dubbling quickly looked down at his feet, the heart pounding with joy. The creature touched the Dubbling's shoulder and said softly, "Come with me, friend. There are others who have been waiting for you." Without hesitation, the Dubbling took the creature's hand and vanished into the ether, together. The creature took the Dubbling all over the planet, filling its mind with wonder and amazement. Slowly it started to understand why he came to be and the dormant potential lying within. "What is your name?" the Dubbling asked. "My name is Jeffrey," the entity replied with a kind, knowing smile. Dubbling nodded, as it understood all too well it needn't know its true name. "Here, I want to give you something." The creature placed a red garment into both hands of the Dubbling. It was silky smooth, with a black leather strap and golden finery emblazoned upon it. "A gift? For me?" it exclaimed breathlessly. "You'll know what to do with it when the time is right," the godly figure explained, and with that, they parted ways. The Dubbling returned home to his cave, rejuvenated. He started to create magnificent art, seemingly as though it were being channeled from a divine place. It looked at the garment the creature had given him. "I wonder," it thought to itself, and proceeded to slip the garment on. A surge of energy rushed through the Dubbling. Unable to keep control, it began to dance. It felt powerful. It felt invincible, as though it could take on the world. So he did. So there we have it, The Legend of the Dubbling, Book 1 of 3. And the moral of the story? Well, I suppose if there is one, in the words of the Dubbling, set your heights low and try to get out of your comfort zone. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been Inky Tales with your host Inkus Cephalon. Be good to each other out there, and good night.